Hey,
How's it going?
good. Who's this?
New phone, who dis? I did that to someone today via email.
New
not
email.
today,
Who
this week. Yeah. This woman I used to work with sent me an email and I with like a joke in it. So I just wrote back, new phone, who dis? It apparently did not go over well.
Really?
Well, yeah. Well,
This is bullshit.
some people don't have a sense of humor. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah. What are we talking about? What do we got to do today?
I don't know. I'm sleepy as hell.
Oh, let me tell you this. So, last weekend, it was Labor Day weekend, and my brother was like, "Oh, can we take the kids overnight?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, he didn't even like finish saying it, and I was like, "Here, I'm at your door. Like, where you want them now? I'll come back. Okay." But he took the kids overnight Saturday into Sunday, and then Monica and I went to a movie at 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I probably, you know what? I think the last time I went to go see a movie at 10 o'clock at night I was like a junior or senior in high school. And and the movie, I'm pretty sure I can remember which one it was because it was the second, not the first, but the second Charlie's Angels movie.
Ew. Fuck you. That's disgusting.
Yeah. I'm not.
You went to see the Bernie Mac Charlie's Angels in movie theaters.
I'm not proud of it, but it just shows you the length of time, like, for me to go out and see a movie that late. Not only did we watch it and so we saw Baby Driver. It was the only show.
Oh, how is it?
It was fucking great.
Sweet, that's
so
good
good
to hear.
Such a good movie. I'm so glad I got a chance to see it. It was the only showing during the day, and it was at 9:50 at night. I'm like, really? Like, there's nothing. I mean, but granted, I guess I'm happy that it was showing at all because
I didn't think it was still in theaters.
No, because it was out for like a good 6 or 7 weeks by that point. So for it to have anything, I was happy though. But it is incredible. Like, everyone that's in it is really good. Kevin Spacey's good, and then at the end of the movie, I turned to Monica and I was like, "Man, Jamie Foxx was like really great as a villain. I'd love to see him as like a comic book villain."
Nah.
Well, no, then she turns to me and goes like, "Asshole, he was Electro," and I was like, "I totally forgot about that already." Like,
Yep.
like, that shows you how important that performance was that I completely blocked it out of my mind.
Left its mark.
Yeah, but like that was completely different. Like, he is like a menacing, evil son of a bitch in this movie.
Nice.
Complete opposite of what Electro was, which was just like, I like Spider-Man, but I don't. I got electric powers. My socks stick to me. Like, it was like, I just figured static electricity.
Spider-Man's gonna come to my birthday. Oh, he didn't come to my birthday.
I guess I'll go kill everybody. That was the plot of that movie, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds about right.
Fuck that movie. That's what happens when your director gets hired because it's a fucking spider pun.
So I would put it to, in terms of quality of film, I'm putting it up there with Logan as my favorite movie of the year. Like,
ooh, wow,
really good.
Nice.
Everything, and then like the music works really well with it. All the acting, John Hamm is fucking terrific in it. Every shot,
sure.
like Edgar Wright doesn't waste any shots. Every single shot is important. Every piece, there's like no fat in that movie at all.
Nice.
So,
Edgar Wright's awesome.
He is, and it's funny. Like, I've loved all of his movies. Did not care for Spaced.
Really?
No.
We love Spaced.
I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. It just like it didn't feel funny to me. I watched it all on Hulu like 7 or 8 years ago, and I was just like really pumped to check it out. I'm like, this is Edgar Wright. He did all these other movies. I love this shit. And I watched it, and I'm just like,
big fan.
Not for me. But I still love his rest of his work. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Nothing but the best quality audio entertainment for you on Raging Nerdcon, folks. Listen to a grown man sneeze.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not a great day for me.
I'm sorry, man. You okay?
No. Fucking dying, man. I just got allergies. I'll probably be all right.
Listen to a grown man die, right? Podcast.
Our numbers are gonna go way up.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool when they talked
People
about.
are messed up.
Yeah, it was kind of cool when they talked about comic book movies and stuff. But I think the show really peaked when that man died.
Yeah, it just kind of ended after that, though. That other guy just kept talking.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was kind of inconsiderate that the guy died within the first 10 minutes of the show, and he kept talking at him for another hour. But he really had to get his thoughts out about fucking Pogs and shit.
Charlie's Angels full throttle.
So anyway, I'm watching Charlie's Angels full throttle. No. No, so that, but it's a great. If you get a chance to see it, it's well worth it. John Bernthal's in it for like a hot minute too.
Oh,
and
sweet.
He's really good. And then like I didn't realize it until afterwards, but the last line he has in the movie, he says, "Well, if you don't see me again, I'm probably dead." And then he walks away, and then you don't see him again for the rest of the movie. So I'm like, I guess he's dead.
But there wasn't like a stinger or anything that like showed him dying.
No, he's out. So I'm like, all right,
that's it.
I guess if we're paying attention, I mean, there might have been something like on the news or something about him dead. Now that I think back, because there was a bunch of scenes where like the kid was like flipping through channels and stuff. So I'm wondering if like if I watch it again, if they have a note like that where it's like, oh, like robber found dead, yeah. But that's that. Still no other movies, I don't think, until what, Thor?
Yeah, as far as I care anyway. Yeah, I don't. There's nothing I want to go out and see until for another couple months.
Yeah, I think I missed Planet of the Apes. I think that one's now out of the theaters just about. But that was the only other one I wanted to see.
Kingsman comes out pretty soon.
That's
I
right.
think.
Yeah, no, Kingsman comes out in the 20th. I want to say September 20th.
That's very soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I read the new comic. There's a new comic out called Kingsman: The Red Diamond, I want to say.
No,
not written by Mark Miller.
No way.
No, so it's like he gets obviously credited and everything for it because it's his. He owns that book, but he did not write it. It's written by this guy Rob Williams, who is currently writing Suicide Squad, and it is way better than the original comic was. Like,
very
not
nice.
surprisingly, because Mark Miller didn't write it. So,
yeah,
not a great comic book writer, that guy.
No, he's not great.
Well, he's like, no, he's not good. No.
Nah, he's not good.
No. But yeah, Kingsman's the only that looks really fucking fun. Like, and I love that first one. Fun. That first one was so good.
Yeah, I'm excited that Colin Firth's back in it.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't have to watch the old one again because I don't remember a whole lot about it. I just remember like, all right, cool, a lot of cool action scenes, an umbrella, and then a god awful anal sex joke, and then it ended. So
yeah,
I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Oh shit! I almost kicked the computer off the table. Things going real smooth.
Yeah, really.
over here.
So one of the things I was kicking around as our topic ideas was the idea of if you could go back and see a movie for the first time, like with a complete, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, your head, and like erase all known knowledge about this movie and watch it again for the first time, what would it be?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I gotta go with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why
that was the first movie I ever remember seeing in the theater, and I went ape, and I just thought it was incredible. It jump started me loving going to the movie theater.
Aw, that's great.
I would like to see Roger Rabbit again. I mean, there's a couple, but like, what am I gonna say? Like, Star Wars.
Well, mine is Star Wars. You fucker. No, but for a specific reason though. So, I didn't see the original trilogy until I was in like 8th or 9th grade. It was right before The Phantom Menace came out. That was when I saw the original trilogy. By then, I knew that Darth Vader was Luke's father because it was fucking everywhere. Like, it was in like the fucking Muppet Babies. Like, it was.
It sure was, yeah.
So it was just common knowledge, that line of like, Luke, I am your father. Like, everyone knew it. So I watched the entire original trilogy knowing that. So if I go, the idea of going back and watching Star Wars, or specifically Empire, without that knowledge. Like, I can't comprehend what that would have been like in theaters, or watching it without that prior knowledge. To go, oh, holy shit, really? Like, I don't know what that feeling's like.
I guess I took that for granted.
Yeah.
That Star Wars is a better answer. Fucking Roger Rabbit.
You fucking dick. But that's the only one that like really, really sticks out. I mean, because it's got that is a great twist, and I can't think of anything else that was
the
like
best twist.
Yeah. And it just changes the lore of that forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I'm struggling to think if there's anything else that comes to mind, but that was the one that was like immediately when I thought of it, I was like, this is it. And I totally remember the fucking Muppet Babies doing it too. Like, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like, okay, I don't know what this is, but sure. And I just kind of had to go with it.
This is an awesome episode of Muppet Babies. He said, really not remembering what the hell happened in it, except that Gonzo was Han Solo.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched Muppet Babies?
Not recently. I remember really liking Muppet Babies, and I could not possibly tell you one reason why.
Yeah, I remember liking it a lot too, but I think it was one of those shows that like aired at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning on Nickelodeon or something. So I was able to watch that. Because I would do, like, I was just like a big TV kid growing up, so I would purposely go to sleep early so I could get up early and watch TV for like fucking like 4 or 5 hours in the morning before going to school. It's probably not healthy at all.
I can't remember liking weekday morning early cartoon programming that much, except for maybe Transformers. I think Transformers was the only thing that I enjoyed watching weekday mornings. So like Saturday morning cartoons were the greatest.
Well, yeah, that was like a formative years. Like kids today, well, now they have, like, this is going to sound so fucking old, but I mean, you have Cartoon Network and all these other channels that just show this kind of and fucking YouTube. But
yeah,
like you had this finite block from like 7 or 8 to noon that would just be for cartoons and on Saturdays, and it was like this holy time that it's like that was our Sabbath.
Yeah.
But what shows do you remember being like this, like having to get up and watch this show?
Friggin' Captain N the Game Master. Do you have any idea what that is?
Yes, I do. Although I don't remember much about it. I feel like I was like just before my time with it, but like I remember seeing like flipping channels or seeing bits of it and not knowing what the fuck it was.
Nah. Mega Man was green for some. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, man, what the fuck? Why did we have to record today?
I don't know. Try to stop, I guess.
All right, well, look, we could wrap it up and come back later.
No, I just have a cough. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I was
we cooked steak earlier today, and I mean like hours ago. Jackie cooked steak. She's sitting next to me. She's like, "We." Jackie cooked steaks a few hours ago, and like it smokes up the house real bad, and I've been like coughing ever since. I don't know why. It should be gone by now. My whole body is just a wet friggin' trash bag today.
It's like you're allergic to steak smoke.
I guess so. Something's happening. I'm sniffy, I'm sneezy, I'm coughing.
You're just getting old.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's it. It's all falling apart.
I pooped.
It's your fucking turn now, asshole. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. Our listeners.
Tell me all about it. Well, I'm on the couch and I just leaked out of my pants.
I know the feeling well. I'm gonna get in trouble for that line. See, I remember there was like also a short block of Sunday morning shows on like Channel 11. Do you remember this?
I I think vaguely.
That was where I first saw Dragon Ball Z. Was at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning on Channel 11. They had like from the beginning to like this spot on when Goku lands on planet Namek, and it's like shit's gonna go down. It's gonna here he comes, motherfucker Frieza. You're gonna get your shit, and it's just like ends, and then it fucking resets because that was as far as they had gone in the English translation.
Oh yeah,
and it was like, well, that sucks. So I didn't know what the fuck happened forever. Until Cartoon Network started bringing them over and changed all the voices and kind of pissed me off. But nerd problems. But
I don't remember watching a lot of Sunday cartoons. Yeah, I really Saturday was all the shit that I watched. It's like the dark and gritty Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. I watched
Sonic
that.
the Underground.
No, not Underground. Not the one where like there's a bunch of hedgehogs and they're all like punk rockers to save their mom or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what that was.
That's the actual plot of the show.
Yeah. No, there was one where like he was just this like freedom fighter. And like the robots were scary, and like everybody seemed like they were in like real imminent danger all the time.
And he's like, he's like, oh, I love chili dogs, right?
Oh no, I think he still did like chili dogs, but he wasn't like, oh, chili. He wasn't jizzing on about him all the time, like in that Looney Tunes cartoon. Like every now and then he'd be like, "You guys want to get lunch before we freedom fight or whatever?" And like, "Yeah, you want to get a chili dog? Yeah, let's go chili dog."
Before we freedom fight, engage freedom fighter activity. Like, what? Yeah, and I'm just picturing like, well, this place is kind of in shit, and we live in this horrible dystopian future where where all of our friends are being turned into robots by an evil fat overlord with a horrible mustache. But hey, you want me to run out and get you guys some chili dogs? Radical!
It's always time for chili dogs.
Oh, God. This is a horrible idea.
Yeah. I should have put some time aside for some sucrets instead of all those chili dogs.
Yeah, Oliver's watched that. He's watched one of whatever. There's one on Netflix, and there's two because there's like the Looney Tunes one, and then there's the one where he's in the punk rock band with like a weird brother and sister. He's watched a couple and has taken like all of the worst attributes from the show, specifically the "I'm waiting," and I'm like, "Oh, are no. you motherfucker? You're waiting?" No, I don't say that to my 4-year-old.
It's all right if you do. Esme made her she wrote her own joke the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I walk in and I don't remember what I can't remember what I was doing.
But she wrote
I did
it?
Something. No, didn't write it down, but she came up with it on the spot.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember what I was doing. Do you remember what I was doing? I walked in the door. I did something friggin' buffoonery. And Esme was like, "You know what, Dad? You're like ice cream." And Jack and I look at each other like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she gives like a huge pause, and then with a huge smile on her face, she goes, "You got no brains." I'm gonna throttle you.
I don't know whether
to do anything. Like she made a good joke.
Yeah, like I don't know whether to be impressed or mad. Like
yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, I guess. Because like mostly column A.
It's not like a great joke because it's like I guess you could say that about anything. Like I'm also like this toaster or.
Yeah, you're like a china cabinet,
but not this.
No Japanese. Wait, what? You just said somewhat of a fact.
But don't diss this curio cabinet, okay? Yeah, Oliver hasn't really done like actual jokes or anything just yet. I mean, he'll just do stuff that cracks me up. And same thing with Parker. We'll do stuff like Parker gets me this fucking side eye all the time where it's like, I know I'm not supposed to do this. but I'm gonna look you in the eye, and give you this like shit-eating grin because I'm gonna do it anyway. And then it's like, oh man.
And then you're gonna change my diaper.
Yep.
Aren't you? Look me in the eye when you do it.
Look at me. All the time. Yeah, I didn't really notice any gray hairs until Parker. That he's the one that's like, you're gonna be the one we're gonna have to take all these trips to the emergency room with, I'm sure, because you're a fucking little daredevil about everything.
That was my brother.
Yeah.
I was I'm not going to do anything that I can get hurt by a kid. And my brother was, I wonder what hammers feel like in your eyeballs. He was that kind of guy.
Speaking of, well, going back to what when my brother took the kids the other day, or last weekend, I came to pick them up, and my brother's sitting there with Parker on his lap, and Parker's asleep on his lap, and he's like sitting in front of the TV, and my brother looks like he hasn't slept in like 2 weeks. I'm like, man, you look fucking exhausted. I'm like, what time they get up? He's like 5:30. I'm like, yeah, that's like every day. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I slept until 8:30 in the morning. Like, I haven't done that in like 10 fucking years. Like, wow. What a difference a good night's sleep makes. So I'm like all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Like, hey, man, what's up? So I'm like, so do you want to take them again? Like, when can we get that on the calendar? He's like, no. I found out later he took a...
brother of mine, we're moving.
Yeah, we're not telling you where. I found out later he took like a 2.5 hour nap after I left. And I'm like, yeah, that'll do it. Like, I try to nap often on the weekends, but without much luck. They'll fucking drain you, so it happens.
I did that shit yesterday. Like, I got up, I don't remember what time, but Jackie left for work, and I had planned on like going out and doing something with my day, and I put on a match of Star Wars Battlefront, played one match, and then fell asleep in between the next match starting, and didn't wake up. She went to work at like 11:30, and I didn't wake up till 2:30.
Well, that's at night at least, so that's like, it's not like it's during the day, right?
No, it was during the day.
Oh, shit. I thought it was like 11:30 at night.
At 11:30 a.m. Oh. And I fell asleep and woke up to see C-3PO going, "What happened to you, Master Boo?"
Get off my back, 3PO.
Yeah. I didn't understand what happened. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not doing anything today. I fell asleep playing a video game at 11, at like noon. It was dope.
You're an adult.
Yeah. Yep.
So I went to dinner at my brother's house yesterday. It was like a family dinner kind of thing, where like my parents came by, my sister and everything, and my mom goes like, "Oh, your sister had all these like Happy Meal toys, like she put to the side. So like, yeah, so here, like you can have them for the boys." I'm like, all right. So like I look through them, and it's like, here's like a Transformers one, like a Pokemon one. Here's like some like miscellaneous one, and then like I pick one up, and I was like, this is Kung Fu Panda. Like Kung Fu Panda 2, and I'm like, all right, like that was like a few years ago. And then I pick up one from Spider-Man 3, which was fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this Happy Meal toy has been here in its wrapper, untouched, for 10 years?
What kind of psychopath child doesn't take those things out of the package immediately?
No.
10 years?
10 fucking years. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, look, my sister's 10 years younger than me, and like, I don't know, it could just be like, it's a boy toy, and like she just didn't want it. But like, I'm like, fucking I'm like, Spider, okay, like this and that movie.
You're
like
not
came
curious at all.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I'm good. But like, for it to sit there for 10 years is the thing that boggled my mind, because I'm like, where the fuck has this been? Well, like, it was probably like sitting out in the open for like, knowing my parents' house, like, it was probably sitting like out in the open somewhere for a while, for like 10 fucking years. Like, and then it just happened to like fall out or something. Like, oh, I don't know, a ghost knocked it out and be like, "Get rid of this," and then
Get rid of this.
Spider-Man 3 was the best. And like I expressed shock at it. I was like, Spider-Man 3? Wow. She's like, well, what are they up to now? And I'm like, they've rebooted it twice since this movie came out. Like,
did your mom go, really? That seems soon, sweetie. Are you sure about that?
Sure? I like that Tobey Maguire boy. I'm like, he was a man, Mom. All right, he was 47 when that movie came out.
I love Mr. Spider-Man.
Mr. Spider-Man and his amazing stories.
Yeah. Back when I was a spider boy, I used to share strawberry phosphate with my best gal at the drugstore.
What the fuck is strawberry phosphate?
It's a strawberry milkshake from the 50s. We used to play pickle barrel just in front of the general store.
Pickle barrel.
When I was a spider boy. Web fluid used to cost a buffalo nickel. Now I don't know.
I'd call this bit Old Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but that's
Mr. Spider-Man.
Yeah, Mr. Spider-Man. No, Mr. Spider-Man.
Old man Spider-Man.
No, Mr. Spider-Man is better. Because Oliver calls the 1960s Spider-Man Old Spider-Man. So he's like, can I watch Old Spider-Man? I'm like, yeah, sure. The one where it looks like the animators were high on acid the entire time, and there was about 30 seconds of actual animation. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah. Knock yourself out, kid.
Old Spider-Man.
I like Mr. Spider-Man, though. That might be the title.
A lot of Jews around nowadays. Spider-Man. Jesus.
God damn it. Be cool, man. You gotta be careful of the colors coming into the neighborhood. Whoa! Mr. Spider-Man.
Somebody put Spider-Man down already.
Jesus. Mr. Spider-Man. I mean, and you're old and we're supposed to respect you, but come on.
We vote in block communities now. All right, Spider-Man.
That's
Old
enough
man
out of you.
Spider-Man.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry. When is this over? Oh, my God.
We've only been talking for 10 minutes.
We have a long time left. So I went to a comic book expo.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Civic Center today. It was fun. It was very, very tiny, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was bummed I couldn't go.
Got a bunch of cool stuff. And one of my favorite things I got was, remember when we were talking about our old favorite toys from when we were kids?
Yeah.
And I was talking about the alien queen that the mouse shot out of the second mouse would shoot out of its mouth.
Yeah.
I got that today.
The one that you had as
the one.
Same kind?
Same kind.
That's awesome.
It's the same toy. I got that.
Was that like a... Was that like a collector's item kind of thing? Like, or did you like haggle with them?
$6.
That's not bad at all.
Guys, like, I just want this gone.
No one wants this.
Nobody wants this.
I'll pay you to take it away. See, I spent the same amount of money on a single popcorn at the Bronx Zoo. That was what I had to do. I was like, I'm like, the kid's like, I want popcorn. I'm like, all right, if this will shut you up for like 10 minutes, fine. I'm like, it costs how much? Like, how much popcorn do I get for fucking $6?
You could have just microwaved that shit at home and Google image searched animals, dude.
Yeah,
I got me an alien queen today.
That's what I'm gonna have to do next time. Is just Google image search. Here you go. Look, yeah, you want to look at aliens? Here you go. Or not aliens. You want to look at You want to look at aliens? Here you go. Oliver's been really into like.
Want to see John Hurt with a giant hole in his chest?
Oliver's been really into like.
It's right next to the monkey cages.
He's been really into volcanoes lately for some reason. So it's
Esme
like,
is too. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but like I've been able to like convince him to watch. I was like, I don't know. You want to watch this thing? And he's like, I don't know what is it. I'm like, it's got a volcano in it. I'm there. Where is it? I'll watch it right now. I don't get it, but yeah, they love death and destruction.
I took a picture of it. I meant to send it to you. I'll send it to you now. But it's I saw a toy of that dumb friggin' donkey fucking dragon from Shrek today. Their come hither stare.
And it's fucking abomination of children.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's scary to look at. I can't look at that thing in any like normal light
I
now.
can't believe they made a toy of it. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's like, oh look, it'll give birth to horrible abominations.
Yeah. Godless monsters. Back in my day, we didn't let donkeys fraternize with dragons.
Separate but equal was what we had to say.
Separate but equal. Donkeys had to drink from a different fountain. Do you have a stroke, old man Spider-Man? Donkeys. You don't feel good. My grandson never visits anymore.
Oh, now I feel sorry for Mr. Spider-Man.
That stupid little libtard. Gender fluid piece of shit. Jeez, what happened to you, Spider-Man?
Yeah,
I've seen things.
Make the Daily Bugle great again is what I say.
Oh, that did it. Oh, I gotta go to the doctor. It's happening again. I just coughed out one of my stents.
Oh, Mary Jane, I'm coming to get you. Oh.
Poor Spider-Man Sanford and Son.
See, this is what the last Stan Lee cameo should be.
Old Man Spider-Man.
Is Old Man Spider-Man, like, flash forward, like, or even just like in like a weird flash forward thing where they're doing the Infinity War and someone gets like the Infinity Gem of Time. That's one of them, right? It's got to be.
Yeah, Time
and then
Stone,
it's like Spider-Man grabs it, flashes forward, and sees his like ultimate demise, which is not at the hands of any of his villains or anything like that, but it's in a nursing home with the Spider-Man
trying to auto asphyxiate himself when he's 90.
That'll do it. I just webbed my neck up. Oh. And then just have him go, I'm done. Just fucking leave.
I'm done.
That's it. I'm out of here. I'm hanging up the tights. I'm out. That's it. I get it now. I'm out of here. Speaking of autoerotic asphyxiation, did you see Norm Macdonald's comedy special?
Did I see what?
Norm Macdonald's comedy special on Netflix. Hitler's
no,
Dog.
Is it any good?
It is really good, but he has a whole bit on autoerotic asphyxiation that he's like, I don't get why people do this, you know? Like, I don't know what happens to you after you die, but I do know what happens to everyone else right after you die is that you're found. You want people to find you like that? Like, what the fuck, right? But he goes on and he's like, I remember, like, someone's dad. You want to imagine, like, finding someone's dad like this? Or, like, I remember, like, my dad, like, he loved me. Like, he worked two jobs, and, I never really saw him all that much. And then one night, like, I remember he came home, and I was asleep, but I wasn't really asleep. I was laying in my bed. He came by, and he kissed me right on my forehead, like, right here, and he just said, I love you. And, like, I didn't ask him about it. The next morning, like, we're eating breakfast, and, like, I barely got to talk to him. He had to run out to his next job, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him, and all that shit's out of the window. You just remember, blah! And, like, that's it. Like, he had all this fucking build up to it, and I'm like, where the fuck is he going with this? And then I was like, oh, shit! Got me. But, like, yeah, it's really worth watching, and it's, I think it's called Hitler's Dog, because he has a whole bit at the end about Hitler's dog that's fucking phenomenal.
Hitler's Dog.
It's really fucking good. Oh, what are we talking about before Mr. Spider-Man? I don't even fucking remember.
I don't feel bad for him. He really turned into a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, no, he was horrible. I mean, look, if he grew up what in like the fuck he was born in what the 50s, the 40s, like yeah, Spider-Man was a real dick.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you doing up there?
Jackie's
sorry, James.
Okay.
Washing house.
I'm just making sure that you're not
can't
dying.
do words anymore. Jesus. I can't do this show sober.
That's the problem?
Can't speak. I can't breathe.
Well, I don't know what else.
I can't see eye to eye with my grandson. I don't know why I keep going back to this.
Because it's fucking funny. Yeah. Oh, so look, New York Comic Con is like a little less than a month away.
Soon.
They announced a bunch of the panels and stuff. I haven't had a chance to go through them just yet. But what I'm most looking forward to is hopefully not getting horrifically sick with con crud from 100,000 diseased nerds. But
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. There's no way around that, unfortunately.
You gotta make yourself a vacuum sealed corn chip body armor kind of thing to wear. So.
Corn chips?
You might as well smell like everybody else.
I'll never forget my first year at New York Comic Con. There was Walmart had this weird booth set up, and they were handing out travel sized samples of deodorant. And I'm like, wow, you just fucking put it all on Front Street right there, huh? Just you smell. Just fucking take it.
Yeah, I don't know if they do know they smell.
Yeah,
because then you wouldn't smell, right?
I don't know, because I feel
you would do something about it if you knew about it.
You would think, but I don't know that that's entirely accurate.
I guess not.
No, I feel like there's a good chunk of people out there that are like, oh God,
Jesus.
Let's just wrap this up, man.
Okay,
all right. The show's called Mr. Spider-Man. We're not gonna top that. I know when to throw in the towel here, especially since it sounds like you're just
sound mad at me. So disappointed.
No, because honestly, I recognize that there's no way we're topping Mr. Spider-Man with the rest of this episode, so there's no reason for us to talk for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Unless it's more bits of Mr. Spider-Man, there's no reason. So, yeah, wrap this sucker up. The usual iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, folks. ragingnerdon@gmail.com, @ragingnerdonpod, best places to reach us. But otherwise, I sincerely hope that you need to get some rest, man. Go put on some Star Wars Battlefront and just fall blissfully into summer. Let the sounds of C-3PO and warring rebel factions lull you to sleep.
Yep. All right. It sounds good. I'm so sweaty.
You have whatever the disease was in Planet of the Apes.
I got simian flu, sucker. Oh. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
All right, let's wrap this up so you can go get some medicine. I'm James Ferguson.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Booth. Signing off. Good night and good luck. Where are my pills?
Nerd on, everybody.
Honey, I don't feel good.
Fine, right before this started.
I haven't coughed since the steak thing.
You're back.
No, not like
your
this.
friggin' steak made me do this. I'm sick because of your steak.
Lies.
All right.
Yeah. That's the last time she's ever going to cook you anything. You realize that, right?
I know.
I'm allergic to your cooking. Well, then deal with it. I guess you're eating nothing but ketchup packets now, you fucker.
You can tell them everything I made you.
No, she made a.
Yeah, is that what I mean?
Can you take over for me? You see how difficult this is? You're just fucking laughing at me. So hot in here.
made a.
Oh, I'm starting to
There it is
I got
again.
a white
Oh, I can see
t-shirt.
it.
I'm starting to get like those little water specks, and you can start seeing through the shirt. I got changed the shirt.
You got,
She made.
you have beef flu.
She made a.
This is gonna look really awful if you do die because I'm just horribly laughing at you the whole time.
Well, I mean, in everyone's defense, this is a pretty funny death. I have a clown nose on. That's how you can tell. She made acorn squash and like hollowed a bunch of it out and baked macaroni and cheese into it. Homemade macaroni and cheese. Like she made the fucking cheese. And,
You made the cheese? Wow.
Yeah, we
How
got
do
a
you make
goat.
cheese?
We got a goat the other day.
What the fuck?
We milked it and made goat cheese, macaroni, acorn squash. What did you
Wait, are
make?
you serious about having a goat?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, we bought a goat. It lives in the curio, James.
For a minute there, I'm like, wait a minute, he's going on and on about this. Maybe he does have a goat. I don't know what your life is like right now. You got sick from the smell of steak. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
All right, I'm gonna go fill the bathtub up with ice.
All right, well, hope you feel better, man. Jackie, please take care of him.
She's gonna smother me in my sleep if I can't stop making all this noise.
You're gonna sleep outside with a goat?
We're the only one in the apartment complex with a goat.
Oh man, you guys are the goat people. Oh, cool.
What's the goat? The goat people of Goshen.
I was so glad to finally meet the goat people. Were you guys in the parade? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Esme
Goat
just
waves
rides
and
the
everything.
goat in the parade. All right. Yeah, so this is a long post-credit sequence. Oh my god.
What a fun thing to listen to for 40 minutes.
A grown man almost die. But hey,
Yeah.
I hope your goat's good. All right, man.
I'm gonna kill it tonight.
Just sacrifice it in exchange for your health.
Hell yeah. Just take its essence like a Skeksis.
Oh, just don't use it as a Horcrux or anything. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I would love to keep talking to you, but I seriously
Yeah,
got a towel.
no, go, fucking go.
I'm dripping.